Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is having a wonderful morning, as it is midnight here in Los Angeles. Circus rider, night owl reporting for duty. Night owl. Well, hi, Casey. Hi, Janet. I love the quiet of the night as well, to be honest. Just feel like all the noise at least turns off. Hi, Helen. Yeah. You know, there's never a rhyme or reason, but we did want to report on this leaked call, you guys, because just when you think Scientology couldn't sink any lower, they pull out all stops. So Mila Kunis, remember Mila Kunis, you guys? The little actress that wrote all manner of like stuff about her role model. She put it all over the public record, and now she is doing what her crisis management team has told her. You know what we need to do, Mila and Ashton? Just lay low. Don't worry about it. Just lay low. Don't say anything. People will forget. People will forget. Oh, of course they will forget. They'll forgive you. They'll forgive you. I mean, who in the hell cares that you try to, get a judge to side with you? America will forget that faster than their heads can spin. So imagine the shock when we hear that they're literally using something related to her to lure members into their celebrity center. Isn't that great, you guys, that they're still at it? So, yeah, actress for her role in that 70s show. The literal underage girl sitting on Ashton's lap is now being shamelessly used as bait. Shamelessly used as bait to recruit, whatever actor moves here to Los Angeles and wants to get a little information, wants to get a little hookup. A hookup is what they're offering at that celebrity center. Imagine the audacity of the pitch of a hotel that's a church where they hook you up with Mila's so-called whoever in the hell discover her. Whoever in the hell so-called discovered Mila is gonna, give you a little celebrity hookup at the celebrity center that is a church, but it's also a hotel. That is a hotel, but it's also where, you can get put on a guest list. Imagine what type of church puts people on a guest list. I thought that this was a 501c that was going to really save a world. But I guess if you really want to save our world, then you really have to be on a guest list to make sure that you are part of that saving a world situationship. So they're boasting that the agent who supposedly discovered Mila breaking XeNews, you guys, is the very person that you will get to meet if you are lucky enough to be put on their guest list. So they're like saying, forget all the shady stuff that we do here. We do got Mila Kunis on our side. And I mean, who wouldn't want to meet the agent that discovered Mila Kunis? I mean, do any of y'all want to meet her? She's available. So, but wait, wasn't Mila saying that she wasn't Scientologist whatsoever, but she did end up in a show full of them. So Imagine that they're still at it, pitching that they'll hook you up with the person that discovered her. So shout out to Mila Kunis, who allegedly has not a shred of affiliation, but I guess her team, her crisis management team that told her to stay out of the spotlight because, you know, America will forget real quick what in the hell's going on, has no shred of a clue that apparently non-Scientologist Mila Kunis, agent, guess using her name, this is coming in handy right about now at the desperate celebrity center that couldn't be more boarded up. It couldn't be looking more like a literal prison every single day as they continue to erect all manner of ways for no one to have a shred of view inside of their hotel. So the audacity is beyond comprehension, but welcome to the world of Scientology hotels that are commercial buildings that have volunteers that are said to be minors that are getting their passports confiscated as they get told with a full-blown straight face that they're having a religious experience for themselves. So it is a stark reminder of the debts that Scientology will sink all the way to the bottom of the wrecked Sea Org, just so they can have a little control and power. Isn't that great, you guys? To prey on vulnerable individuals and distort the truth, they will continue to face the condemnation and the outrage from those who see through their deceitful acts and those who have lived to tell. Because that is what in the hell it's called. We've lived to tell their secret. And you know what? Not a lot of kids that grew up inside of these hotels can say the same thing. So let's get into this call and shout out to this creator who posted it up. The creator is called Film Talk Now with 95 subscribers, you guys. Phone call with Scientologist. So let's take a look, since Celebrity Center doesn't want to be, you know, pestered by our, you know, horrific pests like Jessica Palmadesa and Audit, Scientology Audit, and Chris Without a Hellcat, and all of them. They're just so bothered. Just can't stand us there. They're just so disgusted by us. They're so inconvenienced. They couldn't be more repulsed. They couldn't have been more about, oh, we really did get rid of those people and they're really pressed that we got rid of them. And imagine we literally ran as fast as we could, the soonest we could. Because let's really make that situationship very, very clear. So let's get into what in the hell they're saying to people to lure them in. So warning, the following video contains a phone call with Scientology Celebrity Center in Los Angeles, and viewer discretion is literally advised, you guys. So please be mindful that the content may include sensitive topics and discussing some viewers may find unsettling or controversial. AF. Viewer discretion is literally advised. So all of you have been advised. So don't say you didn't get warned. I mean, although maybe it's not as horrible as the other subjects that we've been talking about, right, you guys? So, but let's see what in the hell they're saying here.
Oh, hey, hello. I was calling about the seminar that's today, like with the casting director.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's all booked out. I was trying to get you booked last night, but I didn't get a response from you, so we closed the guest list last night.
Isn't that great, you guys? That they closed the guest list. They closed the literal guest list. I mean, imagine you literally just missed your opportunity to be on the literal guest list of whatever in the hell it is that they're selling there. So they're very, very sorry. We called you last night, and after 100 million calls that I'm sure they did place for themselves, as if this wasn't a statistic they have to fill. So just so you all know, the person that is answering that call, the person that's there to ensnare and lure and pitch that for the amazing chance of a lifetime to be put on a guest list to walk into a 501c that is a hotel, but it's also a church, but it's also a place where, you know, you can for free get to meet Mila Kunis, discoverer, apparently. Allegedly, that's what in the hell they're pitching. Isn't that great?
Oh, really? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
There's
so
no way,
sorry.
right?
Yeah,
There's
the
no-
guest was
oh.
totally closed.
The list is totally closed, you guys. I mean, oh man. Oh, literally. I mean, it must be really sucking for this person to have, you know, lost their chance to success. Imagine. No longer are they available to, you know, hook him up anymore. Oh,
But
All right.
we do have future events and stuff you can reserve for those, and just
oh, good, you guys. They do. They do have future events that they can reserve for those that really do answer the call, that really do go, oh my God, you're going to put me on the guest list. That's what I've been waiting for my whole life, to move here from Alabama and be put on a literal guest list. So aren't I getting so lucky right now? Aren't I getting so hooked up?
realize that we closed out the guest list the night before. So if we haven't heard from you and like gotten like the confirmation that 100% you'll be attending, we close out that guest list.
Oh, look, wheel in the background, you guys. I'm sure that was the LAPD showing up to really figure out if there's any kind of pestering going on. Because, yes, this 501c will close its guest list, right, IRS? Because the public is getting a lot of help from the 501c that is a hotel that has a guest list that will hook up people with, you know, all manner of discoverers and talent agents, because that makes a shred of sense, IRS commissioner. By all means, advise, IRS commissioner. Y'all are the ones subsidizing these hotels. So y'all need to really start writing to the IRS MF commissioner and ask him, with what kind of straight face can the IRS really expect to be a 3-letter agency with a shred of credibility when they are the ones subsidizing the hotels? Mike Rinder, didn't you make a deal with the IRS? Marty Rathbun, didn't you make a deal with the IRS? Or no? The IRS clueless. Because right about now, we are wondering if the IRS is involved in subsidizing systemic ensnaring of tax write-offs, donations that you would really get. You know, Uncle Sam's going to help you really go up a bridge, really go save a world by, you know, getting on a guest list that is really going to benefit the whole society at large, apparently.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And so like, so can you tell me more about that though? Like, so like, what is it exactly?
Yeah, what is it exactly, you guys? Let's really find out for ourselves. What is it exactly? I mean, literally, what is it? I mean, let's just see what the pitch is. What is it exactly?
So
Yeah,
it's just
sorry,
like
it's a little hard to
guys
hear you.
just meet up with. I'm sorry. Like, so like it's just like you meet up with the casting director, and like, do you guys have like that kind of stuff normally? Like, is there another time that I would be able to attend something like that, or?
So it's a meet and greet here at the Scientology Celebrity Center.
Oh, good, you guys. Who is up for a meet and greet here at the Scientology Literal Celebrity Center? Who is up for that? Who wants to sign up for that incredible situationship? Who? Put it in the chat if you would love to just be part of that.
So that's the Scientology place that caters to the arts and entertainment.
Oh, it's the Scientology place that caters to the arts and entertainment. So isn't that great, you guys, that we are finding out that for ourselves? It's a church, that is a hotel, that is a place that also caters to the art and the entertainment. So what the hell is not this place is what I would like to understand right about now is what in the hell I would like to really, truly understand for myself. It is a hotel that is also a church, that is also a place that also caters to the arts and the entertainment, and you have to be on a guest list, and it is a 501c, and the IRS is all about subsidizing 501cs to really save a world. And yeah, the more we hear the pitch, the less sense it literally makes.
And so as part of it, you have a one-on-one meeting with Kathy, who's
One-on-one meeting with Kathy. Kathy Wathy? Or who? Is there a Kathy Wathy there? Kathy, the biggest Wathy? Because it's really giving what in the hell is actually going on, you guys. Because, you know, here we did do check wiki, a little wiki page about Mila Kunis, because we literally don't give an F about her, but we wanted to get some wiki information. And per wiki, Wikipedia, it says that at age 9, Kunis was enrolled by her father in acting classes after school at the Beverly Hills studios, where she met Susan Curtis, who would become her manager. And on her first audition, she landed the role for a Barbie commercial. Aw, you guys, isn't Barbie really trending? Isn't Barbie really trending right about now? So shout out to Mila, who did manage to, you know, land a Barbie commercial at age 9. And Kathy is not mentioned in this wiki page as being the one that discovered her. But, you know, maybe she's just talent manager, right? This is the actual manager. This other one that's on her wiki page. But you do get to talk to Kathy, who's the casting director. So Scientologist, casting director Kathy Will, who allegedly did find Mila for herself at 9. So again, the truth corroborates itself because, yes, targeting 9-year-olds is all up in their alley of business inside of that hotel, church, and IRS sanctioned 501c that really wants to save a world by recruiting 9-year-old little girls that can get signed up for Barbie commercials. Because, I mean, what I just said sounds like utter garbage and a pitch from hell that you would think someone's literally drinking crack by the barrel, well, I think we would agree with y'all. Crack by the barrel, like literally gallons of fentanyl and crack and every last drug that you can put in there to really pitch what with a full straight face this man is talking about here.
who's the casting director, and where you can get advice, you know, or help with any area of life that you want help with, whether that's, you know, confidence or.
Oh, breaking news, you guys. It's a hotel that is a church That is also a place where they'll hook you up with Mila Kunis, casting, finder, director, whatever. And if you're really having a problem with your confidence, then they will have something to help you inside of that hotel, church, hooker up place. Isn't it right? Your confidence. Yeah, that's why they don't want confidence Chris anywhere around, because he's already got the confidence. So if you got confidence, if you got any self-worth, they don't want you. If you have self-worth, stay away from the hotel. This is only a place where if you have not a shred of self-worth and you really want to make a deal with the IRS, fully state-sponsored IRS hotel from literal hell, in our humble opinion, yeah, they can hook you up with confidence classes or, whatever else they want to literally talk. Because, there's no rhyme or reason to their pitch is what this is giving.
Or taking better advantage of the opportunities that you have, or, how to stop procrastinating,
all sorts of things that you might run into as an actor, how to stop procrastinating, how to have a shred of confidence, how to have a shred of self-worth. As if who in the literal hell with a straight face is going to show up at a hotel that tells them they're a church, that tells them they're a casting director hookup space, that, really, if you want to stop procrastinating, you really need their help. Please, you guys, who is tracking with this pitch right about now? We would love to understand.
sorts of things that you might run into as an actor, right?
Yeah. But I mean,
And then
you
as
guys
part
have
of it-
these kinds of.
Oh,
You guys
go ahead.
have like a lot of these. You guys have like a lot of these kinds of meet and greets usually. Like, is there like?
The meet and greet is normally on Saturdays. Occasionally we'll have one at different times.
Okay, so breaking news. So any of you who are interested in a little meet and greet, they happen all the times, but best to come around Saturday, unless there's occasionally another one that they'll put up. So good to know. So if any of y'all want to be put on that guest list, then really start submitting yourselves immediately, because that guest list will close. And if you want to come back and you don't answer their million calls, stalker calls that they'll put on you, then, you might be out of luck to save a world and do anything like that.
And
Okay.
then we generally do an acting class on Monday and Wednesday night.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Acting class, because you really should go to that. I mean, that's the one first thing that actually makes sense out of that hotel. They will teach you how to act. They will teach you how to act a fool. They will teach you how to act, unhinged. They will sit right there next to you and say, yeah, go gadget. This is a hotel that's also a church. The IRS is all about what in the hell we're doing inside of these hotels. Because yes, ensnaring minors is something that the IRS doesn't give an F about. The IRS wants to know, where's my check for me? I need a check. I need an auditor to send to the hotel that makes millions and millions. I mean, imagine hotels are struggling, you guys, but not this one. Not Celebrity Center. They don't really make their money on hotel rooms, although they really do want to make that money when they can. So if they can make that money, then they'll be super happy. But don't think that they're just, making money on hospitality. People do get lured into their free acting classes, but plenty of others are there paying to be there. So don't get that twisted that it's all for free and it's all going to be a free meet and greet and you're going to get on a guest list and you're going to feel real special because aren't you so hand selected to be part of this hotel scheme operation? Is what this is literally giving right about now.
And how much is like the acting class, or is it just like free walk in or something? Or
It's similar to today, where it's a free class, but you definitely have to be we have to make sure to talk to you and ensure that you are coming.
Okay, so there you go, you guys. It is all for free, but we really need to make sure we talk to you, and we have to ensure that you are fully confirmed 100% to be coming, because you have to show them that you are that pressed with not a shred of self-worth for yourself, because you could just be not more pressed to be told you're special by people who run a hotel that is also a alleged church, or if you go with the IRS pitch, a full-blown church. In America's religion, and America really has enshrined a full indicted convicted felon to, just wrap that whole entire pitch with a bow. Here it is, America. Here you go. This is what America considers a religious institution. And if you don't like it, then shut the F up, because the IRS really knows what the hell they are talking about. Literally.
In order to get you finalized on the guest list.
On the guest list, finalize, confirm on the guest list, on the free guest list, but you really have to be confirmed, but you really have to tell us that you're going to be here. You really have to show us you have no self-worth. Otherwise, you're not getting in. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, you don't qualify.
The night
Okay, sweet.
minimally.
Yeah, because I just moved to LA, and I'm just like looking at a bunch of different kinds of things to go to. So I saw you guys, and I was just like, okay, that seems interesting.
Yeah.
And then can I ask you an honest question?
Sure.
Is there a chance that I'll meet Tom Cruise? Do you think that'll is he ever there?
Definitely not. No.
No.
No, you guys. So I'm sorry to ruin the fun for all of you who were literally hoping if there would be a chance in hell that you could, walk by Tom Little Cruise. Oh, look, there's Tom Cruise. Oh, could I just be part of that hotel that Tom Cruise goes to? Because I am a person with absolutely not a shred of self-worth. Pressed to be told I'm special. Pressed to be told that I couldn't be more, who wants to be a millionaire? Come to Hollywood, get hooked up with the right discoverer. And then all of a sudden, you can really literally land in a very special hotel that is also a church, that is also a place to meet and greet people for free, that is also a place where, allegedly Mila Kunis discover person that discovered her at 9 years old, that doesn't match with her Wikipedia page, but maybe it was another type of recruiter, another part of Mila's team. So by all means, Mila, advise or have your team find out what in the hell, because this is giving, I really don't want to be associated with Scientology, but I am still literally associated with literal Scientology. Right or wrong, Mila Kunis?
Yeah, that's a bummer. No, that's one of the reasons why I was checking you guys out. It's I'm a Tom Cruise fan, so I was like, oh wow, that sounds kind of cool, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, thank you though.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Okay.
So there you go. There you literally go. No problem. Goodbye. You're not going to meet Tom Cruise this lifetime, but better luck next lifetime. I mean, maybe next lifetime you will meet him, is what this is giving right here. You guys. So, good morning for Northern Ireland. Well, hello, Trudy. It's not a church, it's a cult, it's not a hotel, it's living hell. Literally living literal hell, you guys. Yes, you guys, if you haven't smashed the like button, please, by all means, do. Oh, was the audio bad? Well, y'all can check out the exact thing. I'll link it on the comment. I don't think I put it there, but I did shout out his handle, but I'll add it to the thing if you guys really want to hear it really well, because, I mean, there's a lot there, right, guys? Are there children in the Sea Org? Yes. Minors under age 18. And yeah, shout out to the commenter that said the other day, because I've been hearing this point, you guys, that you can join the military at 18. So I was getting a bit of pushback saying, Serge, why are you saying that 21 and under, an adult is 18? And I always was like, well, yeah, but if you can't grab a drink at a liquor establishment, in what world can you be part of this hotel culture? So the consent didn't just add up. Like, you can sign up to be part of this disgusting hotel culture, but you can't go into a bar and drink on your own recognizance because you're not an adult yet. So, but yeah, let's just focus on the 18 and unders. So you guys, if you can join the military, you can join this IRS sanctioned military. That's also paramilitary. That's also a full-blown, situationship there that they got going on for themselves, that the IRS is all behind, you guys. So all of you that are really wanting to tie a connection between this and that, make the connection with the 3-letter agency that is fully behind these hotels. It's called the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service of the United States, is who hooks up these people with tax write-ups for donations, for services that are just donations, but are also a service, but it's a donation and you pay for it, but you also get a religious experience for yourself if you get access to 18 and unders. And yes, there's literally sightings of 18 and unders all over these hotels, but they do dress them like adults. So don't think that you're going to be, well, are they 18? Are they 15? Are they 12? What kind of age would that kid have? Because, they're looking real hotel-like. It's giving, everybody is part of this spiritual communism commune that the IRS is all about purporting. This is America's bread god. Welcome to L. Ron Hubbard. L. Ron Hubbard, convicted, indicted, disgusting, despicable pig that he was and is, you guys. L. Ron Hubbard is a literal disgusting, abominable clown. Cajun, Mila was 14 when she started on that 70s show. So definitely pretty young. Because again, Hollywood and Scientology think that, kids and adults are the same thing, right, guys? Like, that's what it's literally giving. Why not make hundreds of thousands of dollars on underage kids? Because that really worked out amazing for Drew Barrymore. Imagine that Drew Barrymore goes and, acts all pressed, she's traumatized AF. She was drinking and party. Didn't have a childhood thanks to Hollywood. But, she does have a career now. So shout out to her for having a career and not having a childhood. Look at what the administration is doing, trafficking kids illegally across the border. Why would the IRS government care? Yeah, I mean, guys, literally, there's whistleblowers that have gone already on the public record, that have spoken to Congress, that have literally laid it out there. There's a video that I did reacting to a woman who did go to Congress and said, yo, this is real weird. What in the hell's going on at that border? So yeah, shout out to you, IRS. Hope you continue to collect a ton of American checks, because the IRS must really think that America is all behind the trafficking. And you know what? Turns out that plenty of Americans have reached out being disgusted that their government is all about this. So imagine that the IRS does collect a check, does purport to be all about America. Let's really figure out how we can run this country. And then all of a sudden, not give an F about the laws that are in the book to so-called prevent modern day children being turned into literal slaves. Better luck next lifetime finding a lawyer that can enforce a shred of law in this country. There's very few and far between. Very, very few and far, literally between. Whoever in the hell is saying that, lawyers are who really should be turning into whatever in the hell they do all day, you guys, because everything that happened to us is a byproduct of legal malfeasance, is what in the hell is called. It's not, oh yeah, we really figured out the law. We really typed a lot of fucking things for ourselves here. Oh yeah, you're 18 and under kid here. Sign here that you really want to have a religious experience for the next billion years. And then all of a sudden, this contract will be so enforceable. So imagine all it takes is to scribble something on a piece of paper like this, and the law of these United States plays dumb on command. It's all it takes. Just sign, scribble something, get the parents to really say that they really want to give their kid to these people, because all of that just doesn't smell like a scam. Thank you, Baking Mama. I know, Kelly. It's so true. And William, I don't know who you are, but says, are you guys going to Scientology's Austin grand opening? They had kids auditing people at 10. I mean, I was started at that age, you guys. I got my first Dianetics audit and a chance to go and audit someone else. I've talked about that on my interviews, that my first audit was to get something out of like this woman that had a horrific car accident. I was supposed to listen to all of her disgusting details. And with a full-blown straight face, that woman just sat there and dumped all her trauma on me as a 10-year-old, because that made a lot of sense. And my mother was all about it. And my father was, off in Florida, living it up. Living it the F up was my so-called father. Child traffickers. Scientology parents are a bunch of child traffickers. Because let's get that straight for the people in the back that are still playing dumb and we will all scam the same, you guys. We really were all about the same thing. Well, you know what? Were you under the age of 18 when you were getting scammed AF is really the question. Trafficking situation, children/adults with a 501c that don't pay for shit. We, the taxpayers, pay for it. So get that through your thick skull, IRS commissioner, current IRS commissioner, that with a straight face sits there purporting you can run a 3-letter agency of the United States that is forcing American taxpayers to literally not consent to prop up these hotels. So all their money that is getting subsidized thanks to the IRS is also non-consensual to all the taxpayers. Imagine you're a taxpayer and you're just expected to fund what in the hell goes on in those hotels 24/7. Oh, look at this, you guys. Drifter Shelley. YouTube took down 3 channels today for them covering the trafficking at the border. Isn't that great? Shout out to you, YouTube. Shout out to you, Google. Shout out to y'all over there at Google and YouTube that are playing Dumb and Dumber on a daily MF basis. How dare you do that? How literally dare you, tech companies? And yeah, y'all heard that Michael's channel got not qualified for monetization based on reviewing our channel. Imagine the stupidity of the people that work at YouTube and Google. Americans that work there that are all about, oh, we're really private company, you guys, and our algo it's real algoing, and we just type the things and then it just makes decisions, and you can't call anybody because better luck next lifetime if you really want to get through to YouTube or TikTok or any of these literal communistic censorship things that America is all about. Because yes, let's really hide dissent. Let's really prevent people from seeking. Let's really prevent a shred of pushback because, you know, it's giving, we really do know what in the hell we're doing in America. We really are the free country that really exported this disgusting, convicted, indicted felon to the rest of the world and all the other idiotic countries that have propped this up as if this is not a worldwide bullshit scam, crossing borders, crossing everything, because we don't have ICE. Shout out to you at ICE. Shout out to you that have rubber stamped all the passports of all the minors that come to your goddamn country. Oh, you're coming to work at the hotel. Oh yeah, we've heard all about it. Here, let me sign your paperwork. You're free to go. Enjoy being a slave in America. Here, ICE agent that really is placed at every airport, that really we get told all the time, oh yeah, the ICE agents are really being trained on trafficking, you guys. Trafficking is the worst horrible crime of the century. You have no idea. You could end up in a cockroach-infested motel. Yeah, in America. Imagine, in the land of the free, in the land of the, we really have a constitution, in the land where attorneys, we have the best legal system in the world, you guys. Imagine if this is the best legal system in the MF world. Imagine what type of literal system we are actually dealing with. A system that doesn't want to have a shred of check and balance for itself. A system that can prop up tech companies to act unhinged and not rein them back at all. We can't tell you what to do. You're a corporation. Oh, yeah, you know what? You know, no. And oh, you're a corporation that claims to be a church. Oh, separation of church and state. Forget it. Forget it and just run a hotel, call it a church, call it a building, call it a commercial, call it a whatever. We don't have a shred of critical thinking skills. The judges of America could not be more stupid. Anyone there? Anyone? Hello, judges in America that really type on, oh, yes, due to the thing, due to the that, due to the amendment, due to the not amendment. Here you go. Slavery is not abolished. Slavery is right here living in our chores. Go get a child, go get him from a passport, go lock up the passport. The laws that we have in America are as unenforceable as this pink paper note. Confetti is what it is that these people do. Confetti, confetti, confetti. Better luck next lifetime. Better luck, you know, getting an LAPD that's not fully corrupt and fully, literally all about what in the hell is going on in these hotels that, you know, for the chance of a lifetime, you will get some sort of person that is going to, whatever the hell the pitch is, you guys, we're losing track of it right about now. Thank you for your super chat, Sharon. Thank you, Search, for all you do. I never realized how evil Debbie Cook was until I watched your episode of her. Thank you for bringing all of this darkness into the light. Thank you, Sharon. Yes, Debbie Cook is a full-blown child trafficking crook, literal Ghislaine Maxwell on steroids and crack and fentanyl and every drug that you can possibly imagine in our own humble, horrendous experience that we had with that disgusting woman that supervised, that watched, that got shown videos, that if any of you could have really sat there with a straight face watching the type of videos that Debbie Cook was all about and into, but apparently all it took is for her to dye her hair blonde, for little Dan Harris to go, oh, Debbie Cook, did you get put on a trash can? Did that feel bad for you? How did that feel, Debbie Cook? Do you have any feelings about being put on a trash can by allegedly David Miscavige? Because you know what, you guys? Right about now, we're feeling sorry for David Miscavige. Right about now, we're going, you know what? David Miscavige was a child when he was trafficked from New Jersey to L. Ron Hubbard. David Miscavige is, still thinking he's saving a world. He's still under the influence of that rhetoric. He's still really, the Lululand believes that he's saving a world. David. Not Mike Rinder. Not Mitch Brisker. Not Debbie Cook. Not Angie Blankenship. Not every goddamn Claire Headley, not every goddamn executive that was all about doing this shit and has come out and it's, real press that they're getting asked a single shred of question because how dare you ask us these questions? Bunch of pathetic, disgusting degenerates that were all about asking disgusting questions to kids. So thank you, Sharon, for bringing up Debbie Cook, who cashes a check every month, so she shuts the F up. And meanwhile, she is a state-enabled Ghislaine Maxwell on literal steroids. She ran a whole hotel. She didn't have a little Palm Beach little mansion where the celebrities were coming, the celebrities were getting massages. Debbie Cook was doing this 24/7, 365, 17 years, and with a straight face goes to Dan Harris and talks about how, oh yes, Dan, I was just having a jolly old time. I was so highly respected inside the hotels. Everybody loves me. I'm so beloved. Because no one knows what in the hell you were doing to kids behind closed doors, Debbie Cook. That's why you're so beloved, because Thomas C. Tobin jumped out of his seat for you to really pitch you as a little victim, because the Tampa Bay Times, as long as you invoke the name David Miscavige, which they know sells a lot of news, because they couldn't be more obsessed, personally obsessed with David Miscavige is what the news is all about. David Miscavige, David Miscavige, David Miscavige, David Miscavige. We're being told, David Miscavige, David Miscavige. We're being told, breaking news, David Miscavige, David Miscavige, David Miscavige, David Miscavige. Imagine the glibness of the reporting. I mean, Tom Cruise was not kidding, you guys, when he literally called Matt Lauer a glib-ass reporter. Imagine that he wasn't just a glib-ass reporter, he was also a predator. Matt literal Lauer, the sexual predator from hell, was not only just glib, part of the corporate media, was also a predator. So congratulations, America. You really are showing your true MF colors. A country that was built on the back of slaves that you brought from all around the world. And then all it took is for you and your little lawyers and your little judges and your little superior courts to go, oh no, you guys, we really have grown a spine and a conscience in America, and we are not about slavery anymore. Okay, so slavery has been, what is the word that they use, you guys? Oh yeah, I think it's abolished. Slavery abolished. Oh yeah, you can't do it anymore. No, we're in America. We're the hope of humanity right here in this country. The hope. Just don't get your channel taken down by YouTube. Just don't do that. Because then you will have no hope for humanity, because then you won't be able to speak. Then you won't be able to say a shred of a thing, because, we don't want to be called out. As long as you don't call us out, then everything's going to be wonderful. So imagine that was literally the MO that Mike Rinder is all about. As long as you all just fan man over me, then everyone is great and we're all having a jolly old time and let's really chat it up. But as long as you raise a question that makes a shred of sense, you couldn't be more unhinged, you couldn't be more having a real problem, blah, 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 on and on and on. Darbo is what this disgusting predator, child enslavers are all about. Right or wrong, Mike Rinder? In what world can you claim moral superiority if you are not in the hotel? For how long now that you've had a chance to go to therapy and get a shred of help? But apparently he doesn't need it. Apparently, self-awareness is not something that these Darbo specialists are all about. So yeah, and shout out to you too, Mitch Brisker, with your grooming films that you were doing. Explain that in your book, how you were grooming, doing literal films that were used to groom underage kids to become auditors. Make that make sense in your disgusting BS book about the big lie and how you made Scientology look good. I mean, imagine the stupidity of a man who sits there saying a child trafficking scheme worldwide that I got paid $7 million plus to be a part of because he was a paid member. He wasn't one of the slaves at the bottom of the barrel. He was a literal paid member. So imagine being that level of useful idiot that he was. Imagine he didn't grow up in Scientology. Imagine he cannot claim his parents were that. Imagine he, after he was 21, decided to go all in on this bullshit. What the hell were you getting out of it, Mitch Brisker? Because when you can make those $7 million really speak for themselves, answer with a straight face instead of going behind everyone's back. Nobody has the bandwidth or the literal patience to deal with all of you who won't come clean, no matter how much you yap and yap and yap. Oh yeah, I really left the cult, you guys. I really did. I really changed. I really want to make a difference. I really want to make a world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. Make your adult choices make a shred of sense. Make your consistent, systemic adult choices make a shred of sense. Because if you cannot make them make sense, then you're going to have a problem. Because yes, this YouTube platform at least gives us a diverse pool of child advocates, parents that didn't ensnare their own children, that are disgusted, not like y'all that were steeped, smeared in the shit, and you cannot even smell it because you lost your sense of smell. Imagine being that adult that jumped in a literal Home Depot bucket full of shit. Just took a deep dive in the shit and just swam and swam like a duck, ensnared in all the shit, and then comes out of the bucket and says, oh, that's what a duck is. Adults who don't give a single fuck. And even after they leave the hotel, even after they could be ducks that went and, put a lot of dawn on them to really clean up all the disgusting shit that's all. No, I don't want to go get that. I want to just be a grifter. I just want to be a liar. I just want to, have good old memories of my hotel experience inside of those hotels, really live it up and really, grab my little violin and really sing a song and let's really get everyone gathered around because adults don't need saving. Adults make choices. Go check what Charles Manson's followers were doing, engaging themselves in a full-blown criminal conspiracy, acting at the behest of a disgusting mastermind. Criminal mastermind is what in the hell Charles Manson was called, what in the hell Mike Rinder was and is, a mastermind. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do that. Step 3, do this. Right, Mike Rinder? In what world are you different from Charles Manson? I mean, at least Charles Manson wasn't into kiddies, young ones. I mean, he did take a lot of young ones, actually. He did take that page from L. Ron Hubbard and go, oh, they're 18, they're 19, whatever. Just come to the ranch and let's all just save a world. Helter skelter, makes a lot of sense. And we're here in this year 2024 and nothing has literally changed for a shred of child. Nothing. Nothing at all. The IRS is all behind this. The IRS cannot wait to cash their next check for the payment that the IRS commissioner does get paid to run a 3-letter agency as a supposed public servant that must be getting something for himself. Because in what world is the IRS the company that really wants to go, okay, so you really want to help the world, you really want to save people, let's just give you all the tax incentives and breaks that we give at the IRS for so-called nonprofits really saving a world. The nonprofit sector is a cesspool of grifter, degenerate, disgusting people. Not saying every single one of them, but you know what? There's a percentage. So whoever in the hell wants to do the research can give us the percentage and be like, well, according to our research that we did check here for ourselves, according to all these public records that are supposed to be audited and made available for everyone to make sure that not anyone can just open a disgusting 501c and then all of a sudden be doing the whole Bill Clinton, Melinda Foundation, Bill Gates, blah, 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 pouring your money over here because, no one's going to check. And that's what we have. No one is checking a shred of thing. No one is auditing anything at the IRS. They don't audit. They play dumb. And then they collect a check and then they cash it and then they buy a little house with a picket fence and they're living the American dream. So shout out to you IRS agents living the MF American dream. On the backs of children that got ensnared by a 501c that you're nowhere to be found, wanting to audit for God knows what in the literal hell reason. So nothing makes a shred of sense, you guys. Nothing connects. All it is a bunch of pathetic status quo AF pitches. And the people that have the power to rein this back are nowhere to be found. Why is that happening? Why is there no one that can put a shred of check and balances? We're not saying that the world has to be perfect. We're not that gullible, naive child anymore, IRS agents. We're not living under a fantasy. We're not living under a rock. And we're definitely not living inside of a hotel where all of our perceptions were systemically cut off for a reason. Thanks to Mike Rinder, Mark and David MF Miscavige that did go and hire the most expensive, prominent law firms that could, for a quick check, sell their soul to convicted, indicted felon. Imagine being the attorney that doesn't do a shred of research. It's called due diligence. Attorneys, do the goddamn due diligence. Check what in the MF hell is on the public record. Is that too much to ask before you cash your check, or you just that desperate? Oh my God, I'm going to get a check. Okay. Ethics. What? Ethics? Oh, no, every criminal deserves an advocate. Of course, we're in America. Let's get every criminal an advocate. Who wants an advocate in America? Let's really help everybody, because that's really, these lawyers have no ethics, no spine, nothing. They couldn't be part of their own cult, playing God for themselves as they type their little BS pitches, as they purport to have, oh yeah, I really can't lie. I'm a member of the court. I'm an officer. Oh yeah, my license really on the line. Meanwhile, the state bar associations are nowhere to be found to enforce a shred of nothing. These lawyers can lie their asses off. They can come up very creative ways to, well, I did say this, but I didn't say that. Oops, okay, everything's great. Everything's wonderful. Everything's amazing. The law really works. Where are the laws working? And for who are they working? Because you know what? The laws of this country do not work for kids. Breaking XeNews. The laws in the United States of America could not be more useless, pathetic, or literal pitches of nothing. There's a bunch of bullshit platitudes on a book that no one is around to enforce. So yes, hope, better luck next lifetime for all the kids that are having no childhood thanks to America literally ripping it apart, sanctioning these hotels to operate with full impunity, and better luck next lifetime, you guys. So there you go. There's the call. There's Mila Kunis. There's more underage kids being ensnared in schemes thanks to Hollywood and Scientology. So really thank your celebrities for that. Really thank them. Write them all a thank you letter for standing there, going to the Oscars, and let me really grab an award. Oh, I really would like to thank the people that are all about Hollywood, especially Harvey Weinstein. Oops, we're not supposed to support him anymore. He did get caught. Okay, really, let's give a facelift to Hollywood. Let's bring Tom Cruise, right? Steven Spielberg, Tom Cruise, single-handedly saving the film industry because, you know, everybody loves Mission Impossible because we're all very nostalgic about once upon a time when we saw something on TV, and then all of a sudden that is all it takes. That is all it takes. And we wish it wasn't all it took, but that's literally all it takes. Magic tricks from disgusted, convicted, indicted felon L. Ron Hubbard, and everyone is having a religious experience. Well, excuse me, sir, we beg to differ. No child inside of those disgusting, abominable hotels is having any type of religious experience for themselves, not any type of experience that they're consenting to. So no more kids in Scientology, and kids cannot consent. Hope everyone is having a great evening, and please help us because we need it. Thank you and bye-bye.